rips it away. Here's Parker off the bounce. Tony Parker struggling the last couple of games. Just 8 points per game, shooting under 40% during that span. But San Antonio won 10 games here in the last 13, and he is a big reason why. Step back two by Waiters is good.
With the loss of Ibaka, to me, it's been a remarkable performance by their whole team.
Westbrook with the NBA. They're 18-6. The only team that's been better since that time is Golden State.
And you think about it. When you lose a player of the magnitude of Durant, and you can still win, it says a lot about your roster. It says a lot about your best players. It says a whole lot about your coaching. And to me, Scott Brooks is the most underappreciated coach in the league.
As to Utah, where he was a guy that didn't always start. He had to battle Derrick Favors sometimes for playing time. Sometimes they played together. Sometimes they'd sub for one another. And he's become, as Westbrook scores off glass, exploding with what?
So far, because of his multi-dimensional skill set.
Leonard to Parker. Parker for three. He's shooting. Well, are you surprised that the Spurs aren't resting players tonight?
No, because they're locked in. They know they can still get home court in the first round. You know, last year so much was made of their resting as Diaz spins off of
Morrow. Plenty of time here for the Thunder. It's Westbrook with 5. Westbrook pass Green down the lane and sink it in. Poked out to Bellinelli. Here's Patty Mills with the kick out. And Ginobili the open three. It's good for Manu Ginobili.
Got to have the pride as Jones steals and finishes. You got to have great pride still, which Duncan has, but understand you can't just be the first.
Rebounded by Singler. Oklahoma City 11 games over 500. San Antonio 18 games over. Playoff push. 3 weeks left in the regular season. Both these teams would have to start on the road. As Novak hands a three, career 43% from behind the arc. The only guys that have shot it better over the course of their careers among active players, Stephen Curry and Kyle Korver.
He can shoot with anybody as a spot-up shooter that's ever played. DJ Augustine, great feed. Novak knocks it in. Oh, defensively, the last possession, not a good one.
Adams misses right at the rim. Parker again coast to coast. Danny Green with a follow dunk. Seven points for Green. And again, Leonard with the clear. Parker on the attack. Finds Bellinelli. Now he lets it fly and cans a three. 7 straight points. Gets them back within 12 midway through the second quarter. OKC has struggled on the road this year. 7 games under 500. Not a great home team as usual. One of the best home crowds in the NBA. Here's Duncan. Tough shot over Cantor.
That is a difficult pass across his body, right on the money to Waiters.
Here's Parker with 3. Leonard with 1. Hits it as time expires in the first half. A three-pointer to give San Antonio 71 points. A season high allowed by the Thunder in the first half. Not bad for a bunch of old guys that played last night, huh?
Well, the ball movement, the passing on time and on target has led to quality shots, and then they've obviously shot.
As Cantor misses.
And then she would snap my arm in two.
There's Parker on the drive as a poke. I believe you said you actually would do this if charity was involved.
I'd break my arm for Provision. I would. To get him a gym. Are you kidding me?
Nice move by Splitter. And it's a 25-point game. Timeout Oklahoma City. And Tony Parker maybe a little shaken up there.
Splitter, people don't realize how good he is as a screener, a passer, and a finisher. He adds to their offensive game. A nice left-hand hook by Tiago Splitter.
Followed by Arizona State and Florida State in Greensboro. San Antonio with its largest lead of the game, 25 points. 5 players in double figures already for the Spurs. Meanwhile, the Thunder has missed 5 straight shots. Westbrook has missed his last 6. Doesn't have a field goal since the first quarter.
Waiters, but the screens he sets, the interior passing, and really most importantly, defensively. He can take the star player from the other team in the front court, and that frees up Tim Duncan to rove. You've seen Duncan be very effective coming over, helping out, blocking shots this year. A lot of that is due to the primary defense by Tiago Splitter.
He's only taken 2 shots. There's a couple rebounds, but making an impact where sometimes you don't see it. Deflection by Parker and another Oklahoma City turnover. Leonard saves it. Here's a 3 for Diaw. It's good. The lead is 30 for San Antonio. And they've made 9 of 13 from behind the arc.
Which might have been an overstatement. Anybody beating them more than 1 game in a series? So that's probably a little bit much. But I really don't think they're going to be challenged until Cleveland meets them in the finals, if that's what happens.
So you think Cleveland is going to get past Atlanta, and that's going to be the matchup of the NBA Finals as Augustine hits the 3.
I do.
Taking on a Wizards team that's lost 4 in a row. Anthony Morrow able to shake Ginobili. Anthony Morrow, one of the best shooters in the game.
He's been a great
He's finished by McGarry with a left hand.
I just think I think you could use that in any organization.
Here's Danny Green from 2-point land. Jeff Ayers keeps it alive. And
that shows great character, but we got to change the rules. We can't have 3 teams in the Eastern Conference with losing records going to the playoffs as Ayers done, and in a later round, which will even heighten the rivalry.
You make good points. All right, Jones with a layup for the Thunder. So with New Orleans losing tonight, they'll still be 3 up on the Pelicans for the 8th and final playoff spot. If Phoenix loses, the Suns are actually losing at home to Sacramento at last check. If Phoenix can win that game, they'd be just 2 back.
And in a later round, which will even heighten the rivalry.
You make good points. All right, Jones with a for the Thunder. So with New Orleans losing tonight, they'll still be 3 up on the Pelicans for the 8th and final playoff spot. If Phoenix loses, the Suns are actually losing at home to Sacramento at last check. If Phoenix can win that game, they'd be just 2 back.
And he's a very bright guy and a bright player. He's got to know that nothing should be done that takes away from James Harden's effectiveness. So, as Ayers with another dunk.